Hello everyone, it's Jeff. Welcome to my video. Um, just got a couple of records here to show that I've been listening to for the last week or so. It's another Spin Zone. I have to say, lately I've been pretty disappointed with the records that I've been buying, especially the new ones, because out of, well, you can't see it, but out of the crate that holds my new incoming records, I had about 8 that were brand new and were sealed that I bought. And out of those 8 albums, 5 of them had either fingerprints all over them, like the Costello ones. They had dust, cardboard bits. A few had those white lines that were just like pressed onto the vinyl that I couldn't get off entirely, even after washing it and trying to take my microfiber towel and just try to rub it out as best I could. Pretty damn disappointed. That's all I gotta say. But I mean, they cleaned up okay. Everything will be fine, but it just bugs the shit out of me because, it's not like I'm paying a couple of bucks here, like REM's Automatic for the People, the reissue. That was like 25 bucks on Amazon even. That's ridiculous. I take it out of the sleeve and I look at it and it's all covered with shit. But anyway, on to better news. Some music that I've been listening to, a lot of which I've posted on the Facebook group. Like Little Feat, the last record album. I've been listening to I'm averaging like 1 Little Feat album a week here. I've got 2 or 3 more to go. And I don't really have anything to say about this. It's just, feel good, party music. This is the kind of stuff you play when you just want something fun to listen to. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Little Feat. So you'll probably hear me say this at least 2 or 3 more times when I show the other Little Feat albums that I listen to. I think I'm due to listen to another one here soon. I've got nothing against them. It's just that when you pick up a run of albums, it's like, how much are you going to be able to say that's different about them over time? I just dropped it. Oh well. Another one that I played by request from my wife. She loves the Pet Shop Boys. This is their album Introspective. And I admit to being a complete novice to the Pet Shop Boys, aside from, West End Girls and maybe 1 or 2 other songs. You got the brains, I got the looks, let's make lots of money. That song. That's the only other one I know, I think. I'm not going to sing because I'm getting over another cold. The only good part about that is I didn't lose my voice this time. So, but I've been hacking up a lot this morning, so I may sound a little hoarse, but this weather has just been kicking my ass lately. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop swearing now. I'm sorry. All right. I may not even post this video. Who knows? Anyway, Pet Shop Boys, Introspective. This is a great album. This, it's just electronic dance music, basically. And my wife loves this stuff. So when I asked her what she wanted to hear the other night, she's like, "You got any more Pet Shop Boys albums?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do." So I pulled this one out, and she was happy. And I listened to it too, and I was happy too. This is a good album. Probably, I think if I get any more questions on vinyl tags or from people, contest entries about what your strangest, oddest album is, I think this is going to be my new answer. This is the Wichita Train Whistle Sings by Mike Nesmith. This was I think this was the first album he released. I'll show you the gatefold here, and you can still see me. This was the first album he released after the Monkees. And It's all instrumental. And every song sounds like a 60s TV theme or background music to a 60s TV show. Some of it's kind of like lounge music-y. Some of it's kind of like I feel like I should be looking, like an action hero when it's playing. Or like I should be doing important things like defusing a bomb or something. I don't know. If you ever come across this, or you can stream it. I think I found this on YouTube. It's weird. Why did I buy it? Because it was cheap, and I figured I'd check it out for myself. I didn't stream this ahead of time. But it's not bad. It's just weird. And I believe the Wrecking Crew basically is the band here that plays on everything. I know there was a story on the documentary on the Wrecking Crew where Tommy Tedesco, who was a session guitarist, he was a member of the Wrecking Crew, took his guitar at the end of one of these songs and threw it up in the air, and it fell on the ground and it just exploded apart, and it made this cacophonous sound. That was on this album. So, yeah. Any more questions about what my oddest record is? This is going to be my new answer. For now. The Wichita Train Whistle Sings. It's by Mike Nesmith Presents The Wichita Train Whistle Sings. Sorry. Yeah, it was okay. You don't know until you try, right? Rounding out my Butterfield Blues Band collection is their album called Keep On Moving. And when did this come out? This came out in 1969, I believe. And Mike Bloomfield and Elvin Bishop were long gone from the group by the time this album came out. And replaced with a horn section. So instead of being a guitar-based like the earlier albums were, this album here is pretty much horn-based. I mean, it's almost like they wanted to become like Chicago or the Ides of March or one of those horn bands. Because every single song has a very strong horn section part in it. Which is okay. I mean, it was still a good listen. But this was probably, compared to their earlier albums, this one was a lot weaker, I thought. It was still enjoyable. I mean, there still is guitar on it. It's just in the background. And the horns are now the centerpiece of the band by the time period of this album. So, it was okay. Not great, not bad, just okay. Keep On Moving by the Butterfield Blues Band. And last but not least, for this video, a rare Lou Reed album for me. Rock and Roll Animal. This is his live album. I'll show you the back here. This came out in the mid-70s. And it's got the gatefold. And it is a Dynaflex album pressed on glorious Dynaflex, which means you can do this to it because it's so thin. It's just barely thicker than like a flexi disc. I mean, I know all the RCA albums from this time period were pressed on Dynaflex, which means a lot of original Bowie pressings are Dynaflex albums, which, I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. I kind of, it's kind of like a case-by-case basis. I mean, there's a few Dynaflex that I have that really sound bad. This one sounds fine. I mean, if you have a thick enough platter on your turntable, and even if you clamp it, that might help a little bit more. But, I mean, as far as sound goes, this had decent sound. It's just the vinyl is just so bloody thin. It's like, I mean, I know there was a vinyl shortage in the 70s, I guess, And this was RCA's way of trying to deal with that, but anyway, I kind of have a not a love-hate relationship with Lou Reed, more like a like, not like. In when his days with the Velvet Underground, I think I liked him a lot more. As a solo artist, it's pretty sketchy for me. I think the hype on Lou Reed far outstrips the actual musical content and product. But I picked up this live album because I figured it had the best chance of him showing a little energy, because most of you, as you may or may not know, Lou Reed is not a very energetic singer. He's pretty much a very monotone talker. He doesn't really sing. He kind of talks like this. He sings like this. Very monotone. You get a little bit of that here, but the band is so lively behind him, it kind of peps him up and gets him moving and puts a little more energy into his performance, which is good. So, and most of these songs are Velvet Underground songs too. I mean, he does, there's a very nice intro at the beginning, very nice like instrumental guitar intro, which leads into Sweet Jane. And then he does Heroin, which was another Velvet Underground song. Side B does White Light, White Heat. Rock and Roll is the final track on the album. And a song I don't know called Lady Day, which I don't know what that song is. But yeah, like I said, the band is, his backing band is pretty good. And it inspires Lou to put a little more into it. So in that regard, this was a decent purchase. And again, it was cheap. So there you go. And that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'm still picking up subscribers. There's still a few days left to get into my Crazy Eights contest. The drawing for that will be next Monday, so a little less than a week away. So if you haven't made a video yet and you still want to, there's still time. Don't worry. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care.